Hi guys, it's Crystal with Design Bundles. Today we are going to sublimate a t-shirt. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this is the super cute design I'm using here. I have already downloaded it and printed it out. It is only 1 credit if you guys are a Plus member. So let's go over some of the supplies that we're using here today. So number one, you're going to already need your printed out sublimation design. You're going to need to use a sublimation printer with sublimation ink. So this is the design I'm using. It's super cute. You want to make sure that it is mirrored and has dried just a little bit. I'm using a parchment paper here, lint roller, as well as some heat tape. And then you want to strive for at least 100% poly. If not, you want at least 60 to 70% poly. You want a very high count of poly. You can definitely use these poly blend t-shirts like this as well as colors if it is light colored. Now, for example, these are Gildan Soft Style and you can actually bleach these. They are the heathered ones, which we have videos on. I'll have a link down below. So let's go ahead and prep up. The first thing you want to do is lint roll. If you don't lint roll, you could definitely end up with these little blue dots whenever you go to sublimate. So you always want to make sure that you lint roll and remove any lint all over your t-shirt. Next step, you want to pre-press your t-shirt. This is going to remove any sort of moisture as well as wrinkles. You definitely don't want to leave those wrinkles because your wrinkles could fold over when you go to press your design, and then when you undo your t-shirt, you're going to have a line. So always pre-press your t-shirt. So I'm just going to use my heat press here. I've already got it at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, but you only need to pre-press for around 5 to 10 seconds. Now, if you're using a Cricut Easy Press, you want to do the exact same thing. So let's go ahead and slide this up here. And now what we're going to do is line up our design. So I'm going to let it cool down just a little bit before I try to apply my design. So that way the heat doesn't already start to activate my design. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and smooth everything out, and then we're going to go ahead and take our design here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fold this in half because I got this line here, and that's not where my half mark is. So I'm going to line everything up. I can lightly see through there a little bit, and then so I'm just going to line everything up, get my center mark, just pinch it a little bit, and then I'm going to come down around 3 fingers or so from the top. So I'm just lining that up right there with that neck tag. And then I'm just going to go ahead and lay this down. And then we just need to apply some heat tape. Heat tape is designed for your heat press. So it's resistant. It's not going to leave any sticky residue on your t-shirt. So highly recommend that you keep some on hand. All right, so let's go ahead and take this over to the heat press. I'm going to go ahead and apply this on just like so. Now, what you want to do is, for example, this is a youth's t-shirt. So I've got some lines where my sleeves are. So if you have this problem, you definitely want to apply a pressing pillow underneath your t-shirt. You can apply it inside of your t-shirt or underneath. This is going to allow those seams to press right inside of this pillow, and then that way you have a nice, smooth, even press. So you only need to do this if you have seams that are onto your press. All right, so once we are ready, we're going to go ahead and cover this up with a piece of parchment paper. You can use parchment paper, butcher paper. People say blowout paper, and it's just butcher paper. You can even use craft paper or even copy paper. You just want to protect your heat platen. We're pressing 400 degrees for 60 seconds, and you want a medium to firm pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and let this finish out here, and we'll pick it up. Now you want to peel right away, and you want to be careful not to ghost. So you're just going to go ahead and swing it out of the way, move your parchment paper, and peel. Just peel it in one nice swoop motion there, and there you have it. You can see that steam coming off. That is your sublimation, the science of it, the gases within that. So that's what you guys are seeing there. So there you have it. Super cute, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.